You can watch the flames actually just go with the contour of the wood. dubc here. We're back with another Survival Saturday. So I just made a quick day camp. I got a few cool things I want to check out. One being Bones Coffee. Really excited to brew that up, as well as some breakfast items I got from J.W Speaker. And we'll be cooking it all over a Swedish fire log into our Canadian candle. There's a couple names for it, but it's basically a really efficient way to have a nice campfire to cook some food on. So let's start it up. Okay, so the Swedish fire log Canadian candle, like I said, there's several names for it. It's basically just taking a nice piece of dry log and splitting it 4 ways. So I split it this way, split it this way, and now I'm going to open it up. Now I am holding it with 4 logs together. You can do this in various sizes, smaller or bigger, and you can use wire to hold it together. But I didn't have any wire, so I just used these logs or pieces of wood to kind of hold them together. Now first thing I want to do is kind of pull them apart, because you're supposed to chip away some of this inside stuff and also rough it up. And the reason you want to rough it up is it's supposed to catch embers. So you basically just take your hatchet and hit it all through, kind of giving it like little feathers. And what that does is, it, like I said, when embers fall down, they'll hold in there and keep the fire going, keep it from falling down to the bottom. You're also supposed to notch out the top portions right here so the fire can actually burn down. So I'll be doing that as well. So you're basically want to make each log look like that. It's got the roughed up edges, and then I took a big chunk out of the middle, the top, and that's where you'll start your fire. Okay, this is the top shot. You can see all the roughed up spots. I opened this spot up here, and this was to start a fire. You can run logs across these channels to get more air in there, but it's already pretty gapped enough because I don't have the wire. So we'll see how it works like this. This is my first time trying this, so every time it's a lesson. Now we're going to want to get our fire going, so I'll take, I had some birch bark. I'm going to stuff that down in the crevice. Kind of open it up a little bit. You want to start the fire just down a little bit low. And you got to use dry wood. If you use like the fresh cut wood, it's going to have too much moisture and it won't burn as good. And I also have some waxwood stick, actually provided by Skill Survive. We did a trade, a ration trade, and he sent some fire starters, so I want to try that as well. So I'll shave some of this waxwood stick. It's a high heat output fire starter. And just shave some at the top. You need that high heat to get the fire going. I got the birch bark to kind of get it established as far as the flame. Put some nice shavings down there. And I also can use the shavings that I did when trimming the wood off when I was cleaning out the middle. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and bring out the big guns. We got the Alpha Outpost torch. I haven't got to use this yet. We'll fire this thing up. That's how you get a fire going right now. Okay, now that the fire's going, we got to let it burn some, and we'll establish good heat. Once we have good heat, kind of level this out, we can use the, just place anything over to cook over it, so it works out pretty good. Okay, I'm starting to see the fire is actually catching the logs inside. And the cool thing about this fire is it actually, like I said, it's really easy to cook on. You got a flat surface. It burns for a pretty long time, very efficient, because I'm only really burning 1 log to cook a meal or whatever. It has more controlled heat, and then it also, you can cook off the ground. So if it's snow or water or anything like that, I'm actually off the ground right now cooking inside this log, so it won't be affected by that. This fire seems a little bit like the Siberian long fire, where it's a little bit of more setup. You know, I had to burn a nice, keep burning and adding fuel to the middle of it until it caught. But then once you get it to catch, it's lower maintenance at that point, because it just burns on itself. It's time to make some coffee. The fire going good. I'm use my tea kettle, set it right on top. Kind of doing a reverse pour. I'm going to pour what I want for coffee into my cup, and I'll put that in the kettle to warm it up. Hopefully it doesn't burn too hot, but it should be just fine. Let's try it out. It did not take long at all for that water to boil up. Look at my table from Jack of Trades. It's basically a fold-out table. We use that today for breakfast. We're going to brew our coffee on our new table. And Jack of Trades also got me this new cup, this table, and this coffee rocket, which I'm going to use to brew the coffee today. Got it out already. I've seen him use it on his channel. It comes like this. What you do is you put your coffee in there, and then you place it on top, and then these arms actually extend out. So I'm going to add the coffee to it real quick. And the coffee I'll be using is Bones Coffee, Army of Dark Chocolate, which I love the movie. And I've actually seen Bones Coffee on Dave's 45 Auto channel. He reviews quite a different flavors. So I seen it on his, but then I seen Army of Dark Chocolate. I had to get it because big fan of the Evil Dead movies and Army of Darkness. So let's go and open this up and see what we got. It's got like a little pull tab right here. Wow. Smells like dark chocolate right off the bat. We'll go ahead and fill this canister. I want it strong, so it's okay. Let's fill this thing right up. I've been wanting to try this coffee really bad ever since I got it in the mail. They have all kinds of different flavors, including like movie-themed ones, regular coffee. They have really interesting topics. I think I seen one was like a shark bite. It was like butter rum. But once you get your coffee set up, you've got to have a nice flat surface. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put the hot water in. Yeah, if you want to check out Bones Coffee, like I said, most of the flavors I've seen, they had like they had a Christmas themed one. It was like peppermint candy. They have this one. I think they have a lot of the regular ones, but I'm excited to try more. But this, I'm really excited for this one. And this worked out really good. I put the hot water in, it brews it, and I'm able to collapse it and put it together. I almost got a full cup of coffee. Some of the water evaporated because the water is actually got really hot and boiled off some. So I'm just adding a little bit more. But now I gotta cook up this breakfast, which is a organic breakfast grains creamy banana hot cereal mix. I got that from J.W Speaker in his mega box he sent me. And then it says if you want to add some peanuts, raisins, you know, all this, it's got cashews and dried cherries. You can add this to that to make a really nice breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and try this coffee while it's hot. Oh yeah, that's really nice. It's got that dark roasted flavor, like almost like roasted over a fire, and then that small hint of dark chocolate. This is a perfect coffee for me. It's not bitter at all. It's very upfront with that roasted flavor, and it goes right into the dark chocolate. Very, very nice. All right, this thing is rolling now. It's almost getting a little bit too hot, so I'm gonna try and see if I can calm it down some. I was able to close off the sides a little bit to reduce the airflow, and it's still pretty strong, but I think it'll die down. All right, for this one, I'm just gonna be throwing on the Hades cook set. So far, this cooking method has been very efficient and effective. Creates a lot of heat out there, but there's nothing really out here on the bottom. Nothing really on the sides. So that's working out pretty good. Okay, we got our water to a boil. Let's go ahead and add the mix. Oh yeah. All right, so the cool thing about this package, it actually states in the cooking instructions, you bring 2 cups of water to boiling. Then you can simmer for 10 minutes. Or to conserve fuel, just boil for 1 minute and then turn off heat and cover and let stand for 9 minutes. It's a nice option to have so you're not wasting a bunch of fuel. So I'm just going to boil it for 1 minute and then I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been boiling for about a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on it on that stand so I can make some more coffee. This thing does burn very efficient. It's still going, and I was able to cook my full meal. I got the oatmeal done. I made 2 kettles full of hot water for my coffee, and it's still rocking. Okay, we got the, I think this is Patagonia Provisions Organic Breakfast Grains. It's got all kinds of grains in it. And it's supposed to be a creamy banana hot cereal mix. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. So right off the bat, it can definitely taste very natural. You taste it's got roasted buckwheat, barley, oats, and then freeze-dried banana, and then organic vanilla powder. All very light flavored. Really, really balanced, and you can tell like it's a very natural flavor. It's really good. Although it is good by itself, you definitely could jazz it up with got the black raisins, dried cherries. I think that would help out a lot. This also came from J.W Speaker as well. So we'll go ahead and dump that in. Give it a mix and try that out. Because I always like having freeze-dried fruits or fruits to throw into my oats when I'm hiking or on the go, just because it gives you the extra calorie boost, the energy boost, and also can naturally sweeten some of your oats up. The protein mix did exactly what I thought it would. It gave a nice crunch with the cashews, the almonds, and the peanuts, and then the dried cherries and raisins give a nice sweetness to it. That is a fantastic breakfast right there. Also had to bring in this is my new favorite coffee. This coffee is excellent, and it brewed perfectly in that brew machine. And just the dark chocolate and it's so subtle, but there, and then the roasted flavor and not being bitter. Key factors of a perfect coffee for me. Okay, just a quick recap. So we had the Bones coffee for the first time. This is fantastic. I mean, this flavor was great. This is the Army of Dark Chocolate, movie reference from Army of Darkness. I bought it just because I like the movie. Turns out this is a fantastic coffee. So I'll definitely be checking out Bones again. And if you want to check it out, I'll put a link down below. They have a ton of different flavors to check out, and it's very high quality coffee in my opinion. They sent me a cool little sticker too. I'll put it on the wall of MREs. That's really nice. And then I got to try out the Swedish fire log or Canadian candle. Basically a setup where you burn that one log and you can cook over it. It's very efficient. Tell you what, everything that I read about, it works exactly like it's supposed to. And it worked great to cook the meal and the coffee. And special thanks to Skills to Survive. I'll put a link for his channel down below as well. For this the wax wood stick, that worked great for starting up the fire. And then J.W Speaker hooked me up with the breakfast grains and the protein blend, amongst other things. His link will be down below as well, but it's really nice to have, it wasn't artificially sweetened, it wasn't artificial at all, very natural, both the protein blend and the grains. That's good energy right there. I mean, you could eat that on the go. I'll definitely be looking out for more of these. And then I got to brew the coffee with the coffee rocket sent by Jack of Trades. This thing is phenomenal. Really works out really well. When you're done, you can just pull it apart and put it in a cup. So worked out great for brewing the coffee, and I'm definitely be using that again for more. But just had a quick little camp out. Glad to be finally back out and doing it. Like I said, life got a little bit busy, but it's good to be out here practicing more skills. So until next time, thanks for watching. Have a great day.